All right. So it shows that it's live on my end.
Got
I'm
it.
just waiting for the little pop up and we can go.
Got it. I got mine open now as well. Let me just pull the chat up on yours so I can see that. Make sure I don't miss Mr. Anus.
All right. I do see it over here on my end.
Looks
There we
good to
go.
me.
That's right. All
Let's
right.
see.
What's up, everybody? You're watching Live with the Hive. This is episode 22. I'm your boy D Graves, and with me is the great, the one and only G Hagler, aka the Chin Strap. What's going on, man?
Yo, good morning, bro. It's going well over here. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited for another day for some art.
That's right. As you can see on my screen, we have a few different references that we're going to use for our gestures. We've been focusing on that for the past week or so. We're going to make sure that we do gestures before we get into any sketches. And as far as the character that we're doing today, who are we doing, bro?
Well, I think we're going to do we're going to get a little crazy with it. A little berserk, you might say. And we're going to draw guts today. This
That's
was
right.
requested to us um from Brian, another member of the Hive. Shout outs to Brian.
Shout out to B.
And that's right. And so, we're gonna come through and see what we can do. And for all the OG, subscribers and viewers, we have drawn guts once on stream before. But I'm excited to see what we can do with it today. A little at a different point in our journey.
Exactly. This is going to be the second time that we've drawn them on live. The first time I drew them, I think I did really good. I did it traditional. However, there were some adjustments that I needed to make. And I do think I did far better this time with the sketches. I did a free prelim sketches. That way I don't waste a lot of time trying to figure stuff out. However, it's still really rough. It's still really messy. So on live, I'll be cleaning it up and bringing it up to a nice piece.
For sure. I'm excited to see it happen, bro. But first, before we get ahead of ourselves and deep in the sauce, getting lost, we're gonna do some warming up. Let's start with a 1 minute gesture. I like doing the 1 minutes. I think that's you can do like 30-second ones and stuff, but I think 1 minute is a good starting time frame.
Exactly.
And
So
I think
go ahead. Which one were you thinking?
I think let's start with the Red Hulk one.
Red Hulk. Got it.
Yeah, yeah. Get some. I like this pose and it's a cool. We got a big body, which is always fun to draw, and I think it'll be cool.
Yeah, bro.
So let's knock it out. Are you ready over there?
Yeah, as ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, let me get the timer set right here on if you'll cooperate with me.
Oh no.
One, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. 1 minute on the clock, warming up. Gestures, so for anybody who doesn't do a lot of gesture drawing or just isn't really familiar with it, the whole point of this is to get your hands moving, get your arms, kind of warmed up maybe, and what you're trying to do is just get the energy and the motion from the pose. Which that's one reason we limit ourselves on the time, because when you only have 1 minute or whatever to draw something, you really can't get lost in the details or anything.
Exactly.
My goodness, 1 minute is over already. Look at that.
1 minute is
Feels
done.
like we just started. Nice. I like that though, bro. Nice gesture.
I like what you did, man. That's solid. Good work.
Thanks, bro. Thank you. Thank you. That was a fun minute. I'm excited for our next one. So for the next one, I was thinking maybe the Saiyan character that's
All
in the
right.
air, the
Okay.
Gogeta, I guess, for another minute. Um, which this pose, this is a pretty dynamic pose, got twisting and stuff. So I want to see kind of how we can handle something like that with only a minute on the
All
clock.
right. Perfect.
So 3, 2, 1, go. Bam. Ooh, that was a fast minute. Fast. That was a fast minute. Ah, nice.
I'm
Nice.
getting so
That was pretty
sloppy
good.
with these, bro.
That's pretty good. No, that looks good though. That looks good. I mean, that was a tough one for a minute. But I think we both got the gist of it in there,
Yeah.
which is all you can do. So next for uh 2 minutes. Have we been doing 2 minutes or 3 minutes for our third one?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yep.
I'm thinking either the Wonder Woman pose where she's standing there with the sword, or maybe the running pose.
Let's do the Wonder Woman.
All right, Wonder Woman.
Yep.
2 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, 1, go. This one, her feet are kind of cut off, but her legs, but you can still like the twist and the angles and this. Let's see. The sword in here. It's a nice pose. Boom, 2 minutes.
Dunzo.
Nice. Ooh, that looks nice, bro. I like that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Got the twist in there. You really got that. That twist looking nice.
Oh man, I'm trying. Trust me.
How are you feeling on these? So, we had for anybody who wasn't here at the start, when we first started doing these, you'd mentioned you hadn't done it a lot, but it's been a few shows now where we've been doing them. How's your comfort level, I guess, feeling?
With each one that we do, my comfort level gets better and better. So slowly but surely, am I going to be getting it all together? But it's going to be a little bit more readable too, you know.
Mm,
So
I feel you.
I'm happy
I
about
feel you.
that. Yeah,
Heck yeah, bro.
I'm getting
Heck
more
yeah, man.
comfortable with it.
That's all we can try. I'm feeling good too. It's like, I don't know, gesture is one of those things that, for me at least, whenever I do them consistently, it doesn't take long, like, for the effects to start hitting, you know?
Right. Yeah.
For me, it's like I'll take a break from doing them, and then like the first few times I'll be like, bro, this is rough, How do you even
Yeah.
draw? How do you even draw?
Right.
you know?
Right.
And then it's like a week later, it's like, okay, all right, I feel a little better. I feel a little better.
And that's how I'm feeling, man. I'm telling you. So, the more and more we get these done, it's going to be more natural, and I'm going to add it into my day to day practice.
Heck yeah, bro. Most definitely. Well, let's do that running pose next then.
All right.
I like this pose.
And is
Um,
this one that you got from Evan? His book?
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yep. This is Evan Burse. Shout
Dynamic.
outs to
What is
Evan.
it? Dynamic poses or dynamic superheroes? What's his book?
Dynamic action. Dynamic
Dynamic
action.
action. Yes.
Yeah. Cartoon block. Search up cartoon block. You'll find Evan. He's freaking insane. He's so good. But yeah, this pose is. I mean, look at it. It's just so good.
I see, bro.
So good. So this one is a good one for 5 minutes for sure. We'll do 5 minutes on these last two, so we can um, go from being still. We're still gonna be loose, obviously, but we can now have a little more time to nail things in a bit. So
Word.
3, 2, 1, and go. Same thing, a twist. This pose has just a nice twist. Hmm. And a bend. Body's bending
Yeah,
forward a
bro.
little bit.
Yeah. This
So
is all over. I love it.
yeah, this is a good one. And definitely, like a complicated pose like this gets a lot easier for me, a lot easier to kind of understand and be able to break down um, after doing, the gestures and having, because it helps me. For me, the big thing with the gestures, um, it just helps me figure out ways to break down figure,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I mean, drawing any figure is going to be complicated, right? Even
Right.
just a regular standing pose, like is kind of a complicated thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
so then if you try and do something like this, your brain is just kind of fried when you try and figure out how to even approach it.
Exactly. Like right
So
now, bro, I'm trying to just figure it out, and it's not easy.
it's
It's
not
not
easy,
easy. It's
right?
definitely
Yeah,
a struggle, but
this is
the further you get into it, the further you add in those components, the quicker you find yourself starting to figure it out slowly but surely.
that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. And it's like, so especially for us, we just did those other gestures, right?
Right.
So now it's like, well, I can start with a 1 minute gesture on this pose, and then I still got time to do whatever, So it's like you can combine our other things with this to make it easier. Hopefully, man, it's still tricky. This is a tricky one. So
I know. I'm still trying to figure it out, but it's all good, bro. Slowly but surely we're getting there.
we got it. We got it. It's
It's
all
the
part of the
twist.
process.
it's the twist in that abdomen that's really getting me. Like, dang.
Yeah, it's intense.
But I wanna be able to kick it up to the next level. So I know if I want to be able to do that, I gotta be able to make this move.
Right. This is what the big boys are doing, so we got to do it too. But we got it. We got it. It's fun too. I think I definitely find this stuff fun. If you can get rid of the pressure, or if you can get rid of I mean, yeah, the pressure, that we tend to put on ourselves.
hmm
If you can, if you can get rid of the pressure, then I do. I find this stuff pretty enjoyable.
Man, this makes me want to like B said, this does make you want to draw the flash, you know?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. You can just feel it, right? You can feel them coming at you.
Yeah.
I like how he's got these muscles broken down.
Some of them are a little hard to read, but that's just for me as I get better to it, I know
Mm,
it's gonna be better.
yeah. Yep. And it's that's just how practicing goes.
And my guy is not really like leaned over enough. That's something that I gotta
Mm,
continue to work on.
that's what I was struggling with too, with that dang lean.
It's all about the head placement. Like if you have the head lower over the body, it seems like he's hunched over a little bit more, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Right now, it doesn't seem like my dude's hunched over. Maybe I can.
I got the
Oh,
same
oh
thing.
well.
Well, nope. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Let me see. Ooh, that looks sweet, bro. Ah, that's nice.
Yeah, man, yours is still so much cleaner and readable, though. I love that, dude.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Dang.
The twist looks fantastic in yours, though. You were talking about having trouble with the twist, but nah, that's twisty.
Yeah, because his head is one way, his chest and abs are one way, the pelvis is
Yeah.
curving to follow suit, and it's just
Right.
like, man.
How do you even draw that?
Exactly.
Right.
What was I thinking?
I think you were thinking the right thing. I think you had it figured out for sure. For sure. Twisty, twisty. So let's see. That just leaves us with this punching pose, right? That's our last one.
Yep. And that's the one. Another
Wonder.
Wonder Woman, and she's cracking somebody in the face.
Yeah.
Like, dang.
Yeah, she's bringing
No,
the force
thank
on that
you.
one.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. This is another twisty pose. We got lots of twisted poses today, I guess.
But it's gonna
Um,
make us better artists. So I
for
definitely
sure.
like the choices that you have for the gestures. Good job.
Nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, there's no point in delaying it. Let's jump right in. You ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. 5 minutes on the clock. So, what's your like? How's your thought process for these? Have you found something that's really working for you as far as breaking down the poses? Like, you start with the head. You
Um,
start with
no, I
what's
don't
your?
start with the head. I'm trying to start with the line of action. Um,
Mm,
and that is something that I myself need to work on a little bit more.
okay.
So yeah, I'm trying to really distinguish the line of action, but you know how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I feel it, bro.
So
I feel you. So, man, if the back center line goes down and then disappears, turns into the leg. Bring that all the way down. Just get some shapes in here. Yo, we got Armalite in the house. What up, Armalite?
I'm alive. What's going on, man?
Says, sorry I'm late. I was saving a bunch of handy-capable children from a tree.
Handy capable? Oh my God, that's
That's what it
amazing.
said. You're incredible, man.
How many of them?
Yeah. How tall was the tree?
That's the real question. That's really the question right there.
Did you put them in the tree?
Oof. 21 degrees from chin strap here.
Ooh. No, I'm just kidding. We're still warming up today. You haven't really missed much. Just some epic gestures from D Graves. Um, but yeah, we're warming up a little bit still. So the pelvis is like this. I mean, how? I mean, I don't know, bro. Pelvis would have to be like that. Side of the body. Hmm. Well, I'll be.
Don't
Well,
panic
I'll be.
now.
This
Don't
is a
panic
tough
now.
dang pose, ain't it? Thanks. I'll try not to panic.
Don't panic now.
It's just a warm up. It'll be okay.
Yep.
It'll be okay. Just deep breaths. Don't give up. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, and we can do this. Let's see if I can fix the proportions on this. When I first start like blocking this in, I definitely don't really worry about the proportions very much. I gotta make sure I fix that to some degree.
Hmm. He said, handy capable children. Shout out to Deadpool, huh? Oops, that's gotta be higher up.
Through the face. Come on now. Come on now. Do what I want you to do. Time is up. We got 11 kids in the tree. The tree was about normal size. Don't know how they got up there. One of them didn't make it, but that's beside the point.
What? You lost one? Gosh, moment of
I
silence for
mean,
the one that didn't make it.
yeah, you're right. You're right. 10 out of 11. That's pretty good, though. That's pretty good numbers.
I mean,
Pretty good
technically speaking, yeah, it is good ratio, but still, you don't want to lose
numbers.
one.
Right? Hey, you did both of them, bro? Oh my god. You
Hey,
did both
look how
poses.
scribbly it is. I just want to
You're
get the
insane.
motion. My
You're
main
insane.
focus, my main focus was this line of action, and then this
Mhm.
line of action, trying to pull
Mhm.
it down. you know?
Right. Yeah, I could like flowing through them. Oh,
Yeah.
it works. It looks great, man.
Thank you.
I can definitely feel the energy.
Yeah. Yours too. You have that real straight line going from the shoulder down to the toes, man. That is such a good
Hmm.
line of action.
Thanks, bro.
Follows through for sure.
Thanks. I did my
I
best.
feel like with the placement, his arm should have been more up, like an uppercut type deal.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
But
Yeah,
oh well.
I didn't really get the tilt in the shoulders
Yeah. Yeah,
as
me
much,
neither. Me neither.
but that's solid though. I think that's a
Thank you.
W. We'll
Thank
take
you.
that as a
Thank you.
W.
Exactly. We was just warming up anyway.
Exactly.
Armalite, and for the rest of you who are just joining, we just finished doing 5 different gesture poses. We started off with 1 minute for two, 2 minutes for the other two, and then the last one was 5 minutes, right?
We did two
Well,
5 minute
we
ones.
did two
Yeah.
5 minute ones. Correction. We did
Yeah.
what, two 1 minute, one 2 minute, and then two 5 minute.
Yeah.
Good work. Good work, bro.
Yeah.
I actually like the
Mastered.
way these look as just little thumbnails,
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't
think
look
so
all
too,
that
man.
bad.
No, they don't. I mean, you could even, I think, a lot of these you could just take and use as the base for a drawing.
And
You
add
know,
to it,
blow it up.
right?
Yeah, blow it up, lower the opacity, start a new layer. But good freaking stuff.
Armalite says, I figured you guys knew the reference. Yeah, we did, brother. Come on. You got to try
Yeah.
just a little harder than that, but not too hard because I do want to get
Not too hard.
it.
Yeah. Don't expose us.
All right. So next, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be drawing Guts from Beserker. Again, this is going to be our second time visiting this character, but I'm actually a lot happier with the starting point that I have today.
Mm,
So I did do the quick sketch right here. This was a quick rough sketch that I did, just a simple headshot of him. He's looking very, very direct into the camera. He's
yeah.
clearly pissed off about something. And then
Yep.
I decided to do another like 3/4 and a profile, see if I can practice on that with them. So I'll try to get these done while we're on stream, but you know how that goes at the end of the day.
Yeah, I do know how it goes, bro. It always goes fantastic. We're never disappointed when D
Exactly.
Grace is holding the pencil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything started, um, but I have an idea though. I have an idea of what I want to do. Armorlight says I missed quite a bit, and you guys should do the Omni Man theme soon.
Bro, Omni Man is amazing, dude. I
Yeah.
was addicted to Omni Man for at least a month or so.
Really?
Hmm. For a scene where he crashes out. Oh yeah, I'm all for it. You want the crazy, the berserker type Omni Man. I like
Yeah.
that.
That'd be dope. That
All
would be
right,
pretty
man.
sweet.
So
Let me see.
let's go ahead and lighten these down. I think I'm gonna start with these since there's two on here. There's a little bit more to look at, and then
Okay.
I'll try finishing with the other one.
Feel that. I'm gonna start laying this out. See if I can. I don't really know how big I want this to be on the paper. I don't think that's the right size right there. Don't think that is it. Let me see if I have. I want to show sword a little bit. Armalite says when he kills a bunch of heroes or beats up Mark or civilians or when he destroys a whole planet.
You just
Oh,
want death and destruction, Armalite. That's all you want. I could tell. I could tell. But you know what?
Came to
I'm here for it. So yeah, let's do
yeah.
it.
you, you came to the right place.
You did. You did. Death and Destruction's my middle name. No, I'm just
That's true. Yeah. What do you think the D stands for in D Graves?
come on. Come on.
That's right. Let them know.
Let's not just dig, you know.
uh,
So as you're doing your piece, what is it that you're trying to focus on or you know?
well, I want to draw the sword, and so I was thinking of a pose where I could a cool sword pose, you know.
Mhm.
Um, and so that's what I'm going for. So I'm trying to focus on and figure out is how like the kind of the sizing on the paper, you know,
Mhm.
and how exactly I'm going to do it because I have a pose reference here, just this little pose, but it's not exactly like it's not with like it's not a guts pose. It's not a guts reference. It's not someone using like exactly the same kind of weapon. So I'm trying to figure out how I can modify it to make it work for what I want.
I feel that. So when you do use reference, right? Not to I'm gonna just piggyback on that for a little bit. How how do you use your references? Do you just use one reference and then anything from that like that you find useful you use? Or do you set out ahead of time like, well, I'm only going to use this reference for the pose. I'm only going to use this reference for um like the lighting or things of that nature?
Mhm. Yeah, more so the second one. I'll find different things. Usually you can't find the exact reference that you want,
Right.
right? And because I mean, at the end of the day, like what you're seeing in your head is probably a new picture,
Mhm.
and so you're not going to find that kind of reference, obviously, because it's your thought, it's your idea or whatever. And so yeah, I'll find different things. Like I'll find maybe a pose reference, which is sometimes something with that character, or sometimes it's like a live action person, like a model in a
Mhm.
pose, or sometimes it's just like a breakdown of a pose, almost like someone's gesture drawing.
Mhm.
And then I'll usually have a reference for the character, like what the character looks like, just like a kind of like a straight on shot or a side shot or whatever, just for details.
Uh-huh.
And then yeah, a lighting reference if I'm using it. That's usually how I'll break them up. Like those are the different categories I would look for. So like right now I have this pose, and then I have a guts. I don't have something for my lighting, but I don't really know exactly what I want to do with that. I do also really want to do some freaking the berserk style hatching. I really want to do that, but I don't know if I will. I don't know.
I feel it. I feel it, dude.
But what about you? What's your approach
Um,
with that?
Much like what you said, it really just depends on what I'm going for. Sometimes I try to go in with the plan like, oh, well, I'm only going to use it for like shading or whatever. But half the time, I don't even use the reference as long as I should. So
Mm,
I start off, I would say I mainly do it for the pose, probably. That seems more
yeah.
honest. Yeah, if I'm honest about it, I feel like it's more like the pose,
Um,
or
definitely.
even the attitude, like the attitude of the
Mm,
character, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that. Armalite says that's when Omni Man is at his best. He uses his human timer powers for death and destruction,
Yep.
and asks if you're going to do any painting today.
Am I gonna do what?
Any painting today?
Any painting?
Any paintings? What he asks.
I don't
What they
know.
ask.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I started doing some painting for one of the pieces that I've done already. If you want to see it, I'll show you.
I want to see it.
You want to see it?
I want to see it.
Perfect. All right, hold up.
I've already seen it, so I know it's good.
Hold up. Let me see. I'm gonna get it right now.
Okay, okay, okay. Got it.
All right, so you guys remember this because I did this piece on live, but what I did was I printed it out at a low opacity and then I started taking watercolor to it. These are just the flats, so it still doesn't have the full effect of what I'm going for just yet, but it's the beginning stages.
That looks awesome, bro. So cool to be able to
Yeah.
print it out like that and do that. I love that.
Yeah, but so I printed it out at a very low opacity, and then I started doing the watercolor before I did any of the ink lines because I didn't want the ink to smear. But I
Mm.
didn't account for the ink that I printed it to smear. So it did cause a little bit of a problem trying to see the lines that I had, especially since it was so low.
Mm.
So a lot
Right.
of it still ended up being freestyle, even though the main bones and the main bones are there. But yeah, I had to kind of freestyle a little bit.
Nice. Definitely looks like it's working out for you. I love it.
Slowly but surely, I'm figuring out how I'm gonna approach some of these things, man.
Yeah. Yep. One big process. Armalite says nice. Nice D.
Thank you.
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. Let me see.
When you said the hatching, the Berserker style hatching, what type of hatching is that?
Well, just like it has a lot. It's really good at showing motion. I love it. It's like where the whole thing is just hatched. You know, like the line work is hatched too.
Hmm.
Like it's not just the shading. Like the line work um is hatched. You know, like here I'll show you. I have this is one reference I have up right now. I'll pull it over onto my screen. If you go to my channel, you can see it. I guess it's just like it's so good, bro. Here, I can hold it up actually. Hold on.
Yeah, I was about to say because
I can point my
oh
camera at it.
yeah, bro.
I can point my camera at it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, them speed lines and stuff.
Yeah, but see how like the whole sword, you know, and his cape
Yeah,
and his like if you look at the armor on his leg, you know,
yeah,
it's all moving in the same direction and showing the motion and you can tell that the inside of the sword is darker than the outside of the sword, you know, and you can like it still does the job of shading and everything. But oh god, it's just so
yeah, bro.
good.
That is dope. I ain't gonna lie.
I love it. It's so good, man. That's the art in Berserk is just some of my favorite. It's definitely some of my favorite
You
manga
know
art.
what?
Just art in general.
Someone had posted like I don't know the first season or like couple seasons on YouTube, and you can legit just watch the episodes. That's kind of what I've been doing for the past few days,
Nice.
especially over the weekend.
Nice.
I also
Really?
found this other little anime. It doesn't have the title of it. Like I don't know what it's called. But it looks pretty dope too.
Yeah?
Yeah, but it doesn't say the name. It just says like new anime, like season da 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 da.
Yeah, yeah. what's it like? What's it about?
I just watched
Or
it.
is it?
I didn't have it on,
I got you.
and it was
I got you.
subtitled, so
I got
I
you.
don't know.
Yeah, I got you. Um, yeah, that's cool, man. That's pretty cool. There's definitely YouTube's got some good stuff. Armorlight says, yeah, that type of art is cool. It's so good, bro. And like Berserk specifically, um, Kentaro Miura, right? Um, it's just so good at it, man. Just so good
That's
at it.
that's what I'm about to do right now. I'm gonna start doing all those hatching lines that you like.
Yeah, let's do it, bro. Boom, do it. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. I'm so see. It is a style that, to be honest, I'm a bit intimidated to try though, because it's pretty different from like the stuff that I do. Like it's
Yeah.
I've been, especially this year. I've really been focusing on the painting, um, and working more tonally, I guess.
Uh huh.
Um, so I don't know. I just haven't really done a lot of that, and like it's something that I like a lot. So I guess there's just that fear, right, of messing it up or of not being able to do it. I guess
Yeah. No, I get you.
jumping out of the old comfort zone. You know what I mean?
Slowly but surely, huh?
Hopefully. Armalite says, "I want to watch Berserk. I've been delaying it for so long. It's cool, man. It's a cool show. There's the show that came out in the '90s, and there's some different movies too. Um, the show is the first thing that I actually sat down and like fully watched. I'd heard of Berserk and stuff, but I didn't look into the manga or anything. But I watched the show, and the show ends at like, I don't want to say it ends at a bad part. It ends at the end of an arc, I guess, right?
Hmm.
But but it's just such a it's it ends at the end of an arc where so much happens. Like so much
Ah.
happens, at the end, and then it just ends, And so I'm sitting there freaking, my mind is blown from what I just saw, and then it's gone. There's no more episodes.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, bro. So I went, and then I started getting into the manga, and I actually reread the whole that arc from the show, the Golden Age arc, um, and then kept going or whatever, because I was hooked, especially once I saw the art style and everything, and it's got some intense stuff, um, especially in the manga. It's got some pretty intense things. It's definitely for mature readers, for sure.
Yeah, bro. That's
Um,
one thing that I realized too. I was like, okay, you never really said how
yeah,
deep
you're
it was.
yeah, you're
You
right.
didn't
You're right.
you didn't
I
prepare me,
didn't.
bro.
It is pretty intense. But I don't know, man. It's cool, and like the Gus's like development and like his mindset and stuff is
Mm,
it's different. It's a different kind of of I don't know if inspiring is the right word. It could be inspiring, but it gives you a different kind of perspective, on determination or whatever, because
yeah,
dude does not have a good time, like at all, ever,
yeah,
so
yeah,
but he keeps going, and he's got this freaking massive sword, you know,
yeah,
it's not even a sword. It's more like a hunk of steel. I love that. That's something they say about characters be like, it's less of a sword, more like a hunk of steel.
yeah. I
It's just
saw
so
that.
sick, bro. It's just so
I
sick.
didn't I didn't get too far into it yet, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep watching it as we do more stuff.
that's one of my favorites for sure. Armorlight says, he thinks it's the show that they have saved on YouTube. It's 7 hours long. That's probably the show. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Says he hates when shows do that. Yeah, I mean, I was a little bummed out, but like not bummed out enough to. I mean, I still went and searched out the manga. You know,
Yeah.
like so the show. It is unfortunate how it does that, but it's a good enough story. And that show, I haven't watched all the movies. I've heard kind of mixed reviews on those, but the show specifically, I think, does a good job. At least for me, it did a good job of hooking me on the characters and the story, and just the world itself, I guess.
Yeah.
But, so definitely recommend. As long as you're mature, I don't know how old you are,
Right,
you
right, right.
know, you know,
Yeah.
but
Make sure you say that. Don't be corrupting our viewers out here.
so, but if you are of age, then it's cool. Says it gives me Armorlight says it gives me Odyssey vibes. Odyssey. Odyssey. Hmm.
Is that an anime? It seems like like it
It could
should be
be.
an anime.
It's. I'm mind blanking on that. Oh, Armorlight is 22. Okay, yeah, you're in the clear. It's not gonna. Um, it's not gonna. Yeah, you're in the clear if you're 22. You just never know. The Odyssey. He says the Odyssey is an ancient story. The Odyssey. Okay, Odyssey. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm not super familiar with that. The classic. You're talking about the classic. The classic. All right. Let me see. What am I gonna do with this? What the heck am I doing here? He's got like armor, kinda. Armor on his shoulder, elbow, forearm. Hand should really be like right there, probably. Sword could be right there. He's got his armor kind of vest thing. Just gotta make up some of the details for that. Um, hmm, here we go. Give him some. Thin him out a little bit. Look a little chunky. Can't have him too big because you want the sword to look massive. Sword is massive. He's not that massive.
I did the sword in the last one that we did.
Yeah, you did, bro. That looked awesome.
With these ones, I'm just focusing on the character.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. It says, yeah, it's a classic. Nice. I have not super familiar with it. I know of it. When you mentioned it was a ancient story, I was trying to think of an anime too. It's like, what is that? I'm trying to figure it out, but yeah, not super familiar, but I know of it. So he's got this like his some kind of leg armor. This leg just be going straight off here. Maybe like armor too is another thing that I haven't really drawn a lot of.
Me neither.
They got a lot of armor, and there's definitely some good armor reference in Berserk. Horses too, bro. This dude was drawing horses and armies and armor, and
He was doing too much.
he was doing a lot, bro. Doing a lot. It worked for him though. I guess. His hair in there.
I'm digging this.
Yeah, those are coming out awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, let me go. See if I can kind of.
So that is, I got these two that I'm working on, and then I have another one.
Okay.
So this one, I like the way these are coming out. Oh, what happened? Did I just like something? Where'd that line come from?
Oh. Oh my god, that's the worst.
It went through the whole picture.
Jeez.
Freaking.
Armalite says it's probably one of the first stories of its kind. A mortal hero going through trials and defying the gods. Yeah, yeah, that definitely. Yeah, Berserk probably drew some inspiration from that. There's definitely a lot of defying, like, things that are more powerful than you are.
Merge too. Trying to get these two to merge, Daddy.
Merge.
Now that, and then this one. So let's take
I
this down.
command you to merge.
Right. Let's take this down and see if I can bring this to life too. Now this one's a little bit more like direct.
Hmm. Symmetrical.
Yeah, bro.
We got Night Ninja. What
Night
up, Night Ninja?
Ninja.
Says I got carried away. I'm almost an hour late. Don't worry about it. You haven't missed much. Just
A bunch of
be ready.
greatness.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't lie to him. He missed everything, bro.
Well, maybe one or two things. One or two. We drawn some guts today. This was requested by the other member of the hive, and we thought it sounded cool. So here we are, doing some guts again for the second time on stream. Okay. Oops. I did start this morning, bro. I did start laying out a Ginyu Force piece, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, since we were talking about that, I was like, I'm gonna be prepared. I'm gonna show up and show out, and then
And then B was
I'm gonna
like, nah, nah, bro.
yeah, he's like, actually, here, let me see. I got it right over here. Actually, I mean, it's just the Ginyu Force pose, like all of them freaking
Oh,
posing
that's
together.
dope.
I did like the gestures for him. But I was excited, man. I'm like, man, look at me. I got up. I was productive. I drank my coffee. I freaking, got the kids ready. I did
Yeah.
some sketching. I'm gonna have a fantastic show. Uh, and we're still gonna have a fantastic show, but I'm just not as prepared as I was hoping. But it's okay. It's all right. You know we love you, B. And I do love Guts. It's a win-win. It'll just be one more unfinished piece for me to add to my collection.
Of unfinished pieces, huh?
Yep, exactly. Let me see. Armorlight says, "What's the one Marvel character's name that looks like a mummy? Is it worth the watch?" Moon Knight?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. The show
I
is
actually I was actually watching a few episodes of that last night. Like serious.
damn really.
Yeah, bro. Okay, I'm not even lying to you.
That's cool. I believe you. I know you wouldn't lie to me. That's
No, I
cool.
wouldn't.
That's my favorite Marvel show, to be honest.
It's one of my favorites. I can't say it's the favorite, but it's definitely worth the watch.
Yeah.
Um I don't know what my favorite would be, but I've watched Loki the most. Now,
Mm.
Loki was an amazing show. It was done. It was the first one that made me feel like Marvel. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, that does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
That's cool. I like Loki. I still haven't seen the newest season. I'm behind, but I do like Loki.
You need to get on it, bro.
I know. I need to. I don't even have an excuse. Armorlight says, "G's big chillin' right now. You already know. I'm letting D carry the show with his art as usual. He's just good enough for both of us. So I'm chilling, hanging out.
When you're right,
Um,
you're right. When you're right,
exactly. You
you're
know,
right. Yeah.
Night Ninja. Night Ninja says, "Bro, how didn't Guts commit suicide? If I went through what he went through, I wouldn't have the strength to move on, bro. I know, right? Guts is wild, dude. That's a big thing that I like about the show. You know, we were talking about it earlier. Um, I was mentioning how it gives you a a different kind of perspective on like grit and determination compared to a lot of shows. I mean, yeah, I mean, heroes and stuff, they go through things. They obviously have a hard time, but I mean, not many characters have it as hard as Guts. He's got it real tough. It's looking real bad for our guy. But he keeps going, and it's just like I don't know. It's like I said before. I don't know if inspirational is the right word, but it does something to you as a
it
man. It makes
makes
you
you
feel a
feel.
certain kind of way.
It makes you feel, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes you feel something.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Makes you feel like that's how you would want to be. That's how you would want to. You'd like to think that faced with that kind of adversity, you would still fight demons all night and keep going. But yeah, he's got it tough. He's got it real tough. It's cool. Glad to see we got some Berserk enjoyers with us. You love to see it. His face is real small. I need to get better at drawing small faces, small figures too. It's like
Like
more
regular
details.
figures, like regular
No,
people.
like no, like as in like the actual size, like small drawing.
Oh yeah.
Like because I mean, if you're doing like a comic or whatever, some panels are gonna be pretty tiny on the thing, so you can't put a ton of detail or whatever into it, but you got to have enough detail that it looks cool or you can tell what's going on. It's a balance I need to work on. Let's see if I have a pen. I've been messing around for too long. It's just sneaking. I really want to try and do this on the sword, bro, but I'm not feeling very confident about it.
Why not?
I don't know.
You
Good
can't even
question.
tell me, huh?
Hmm. Because. Mm, no, I don't know.
My point exactly. Let it go. You got
Oh
this.
my god! Wow.
You
Oh, you
got
snuck up
this.
on me with that one. You
Yeah.
snuck up on me with that one.
You
I
don't
wasn't ready
even
for that.
have a reason.
Oh, damn. That was
You
good.
better,
That was good.
you better
Thank you.
stop whining.
Yeah,
Make
you're
it
right.
happen.
Thank you for that. That's what I needed to hear. Thank you.
Hmm.
I don't even have a reason. Oh my god.
I got you, bro.
Oh my. That's why I show up every day, man.
That's one of the
Because of you.
reasons, huh?
Because of you. Let me see. Armalite says I'm definitely gonna give it a watch. Night Ninja, the creator of Berserk, died a couple years ago, and the story wasn't even done yet, so we'd never know how it ends. Yeah, man, that was sad, bro. That was unfortunate. I remember when that happened. That sucked. That was a tough one to lose, especially with it not being done. You know, like, but he gave us a lot, though. He gave us a lot. There's a lot we have to be grateful for. Lots of great art of demons getting sliced and diced. So, gotta be grateful for that, I guess. Armorlight. That's why that's just with the manga. Actually, the show did that um a long time ago. That was in like the 90s, I think, when that show came out. The manga artist, just died like pretty recently, like 2 or 3 years ago. So the show's got no excuses for doing that. I don't know if they ran out of money or what the deal was, but it's whatever they have to say for themselves. I don't want to hear it. Basically, you know. Yeah, just the manga. The manga and the manga got pretty far compared to the show. There's like um, I don't know how many arcs there are. There's Golden Age, Black Swordsman, the Lost Children, the I'm blanking, but there's several arcs though, so there's a lot. There's still a lot of content, even with losing. The manga doesn't show an ending. I mean, not the no. It was still ongoing when he died. Unfortunately, but yeah, that one sucked. That was an unfortunate one to lose.
Hmm.
Let's do this. Something like that, maybe. Still kind of scribbling even with my inks here, but it's alright. I have this. Do I just want to try that on the sword? Armalite says that is looking good. Thank you, bro. Am I gonna paint it? I might. I want to paint it. I also want to do this hatching. But I can do both though. I think I'll just do the hatching on the sword. I think at least the motion kind of hatching. Is it hard to paint because of how small it is? Not necessarily. I mean, this is the same sketchbook that I use. I mean, this figure I guess is small, but no, I don't think it'd be too hard to paint. I just like really want to get that look down. But I do think that combining that kind of hatching with like paint and color, I think would be a pretty sweet look. Same with guy we mentioned earlier, Evan Burst from the Cartoon Block. Shout out to Evan again.
Shout
He's been
out
doing a
to
lot of stuff. Yeah, for real, bro. Huge shout out. He's been doing a lot of stuff with like um using watercolors, using paints, and then using heavy inks also, so like comic book style inking, right, with the big black shadows and some hatching or whatever, and it looks really good combined. And I've been thinking for a while that the Berserk type thing, if I could get that energy and that motion in my line work with my inks, and then add my painting um, techniques on top of that, combine them together, I think that I would be a fan. So I would like to paint it. We'll see how it goes. Night Ninja says, I've been reading the Full Metal Alchemist manga, started a few days ago, but I haven't seen the animes yet, so no spoilers. We got you. No spoilers in the chat. I haven't actually read the mangas for that. The manga for that. I've seen the shows, but I haven't read it. How is it? How have you been enjoying it so far? I've looked at some of the art for it, especially when we were drawing Ed, we were drawing Full Metal
yeah.
on one of
We're
our
gonna
shows.
revisit him too. I
We
feel
should.
like all the people that we did, we need to revisit and just see how we've improved. You know?
Yeah, I'm down, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yep. And but the manga art looks really cool for sure. Excuse me. Okay, get the silhouette of his hand here. Well, the hand's a little big. Hand's a little big. It's okay. Handle all curved from the motion. Okay, let me just start with the sword before I work on the rest of it. So I'm looking at a reference picture here. I'm trying to break down the style, trying to break down the techniques that he's using. And on the sword, you can see he doesn't have. Here, let me see. Hold on. Let's bring this. Let's all look at this together. Let's do this as a family.
As a family, as
As a
a
family. So yeah, so we can see with the sword, right? What can we learn? What can we glean from this? What kind of information can we find? What's really standing out to me is it's not outlined. There's no outline on the sword or on this inner part of the sword. He's got some straight, like some lines here for this little moon half circle shaped detail, but the actual sword, right, is just the hatching lines, just the speed kind of lines. And then to get this darker part, the darker value, textured kind of part of the sword, it's just more lines, just thicker, more condensed, all going the same direction. It's not cross hatched, it's just densely hatched to get that kind of value. Those are the two main things that are standing out to me. So I'm going to try and apply. But I wanted to have a kind of a curved, this kind of energy, curved, like this. Armorlight says he looks like a little Hulk to yours, D. He looks like a little Hulk.
he looks like a little Hulk. Well, I wasn't
Yo,
born
I
for that.
I can see it a little bit. I mean, he looks beefy. If you mean like beefy, yeah, I like it though. I don't think it's a negative comment. Me gusta. Okay, what I'm gonna do? Is that what I'm gonna do? Is that what I'm gonna do? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, let's get this little half circle shape thing in here. When you don't know what you're doing, you might as well just go for it. When all else fails, just fake it.
I think I want all the shadows to be like kind of coming down the front. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah, like a straight up, like the light struck from straight above, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be very nice. Very nice.
I think the best way for me to really depict that is just like line weights, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. That sounds valid to me. Armalite says it's not negative. He looks like he's gonna tear it up.
Oh yeah, he's going to for sure.
Yep. Night Ninja, the world is so harsh. I haven't seen lots of shows because they've been spoiled for me.
Oh,
Berserk, Dan, and a bunch of Marvel movies. Yeah.
hey, I just learned about Dan myself. I think Evan was talking about it in the chat, right?
Yeah, he mentioned it in something. Yeah, I need to watch that. I saw actually after he mentioned it, I did um find a website with the manga and I read I think like the first chapter of the manga. But I think it's on Netflix now, right?
I think that's what he was saying. I need to check and see.
This isn't the exact angle I wanted with these, but it's okay. Nobody will know, except for thousands of people watching right now. Other than that, nobody will.
Bro, no lie, I feel like this is the best guts I've done.
It looks really good.
I mean, this session, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
because yeah, when we did it last time, it wasn't bad, but this to me looks like the character.
Mm,
I love, I
yeah.
always love your response. You just, I'm not gonna answer that. Damn,
That's
man.
not how I meant it. No, no, no.
Yeah.
That's not how I
Yeah,
meant it. No, it does look like
I
it.
know.
Looks great.
I know. But it's always fun to like make fun of you for that because what do you gotta
Yeah.
say afterwards? Mm.
Yeah, yeah, I see where you're coming from. Yeah, that's a good observation. Thanks.
Damn. I like this.
Yeah, that's a winner, bro. You should print that one out and paint it too.
Oh yeah.
Need to be move a little faster with this pen. Energy. If you don't draw the line fast, it's not gonna look like a fast line. Night Ninja hasn't been spoiled on Full Metal Alchemist, even though it's so popular. Nice. It's a good
Me
one, bro.
neither. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start watching it because I. Oh dang! I don't know if I can because it's on Crunchyroll, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if
The,
it's anywhere else, but it's definitely on Crunchyroll.
these days, if it's not on Netflix or something like that, I'm gonna have to download it illegally. No, I'm just playing.
You gotta, hey, bro, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Look,
When I was
you
a
ain't
kid
know.
watching this stuff, I definitely wasn't watching it on Netflix.
That makes me feel so old because I'm like, there's no way that it's been around that long, but maybe it has.
I don't know.
He said I was a kid. I'm like, well, what does that mean?
You mean like when I was watching Full Metal?
Yeah,
I was definitely pretty young when I was
pretty young.
watching. I don't know if kid. I mean,
Your word, not mine.
I might have been a kid. I was at least 12 or 13, but definitely less than 16.
So if you were 12 or 13, you were a teenager, not a kid.
Yeah, yeah,
When you say kid, I'm thinking 8 or 9.
yeah. You're right. No, I definitely was. I
11, 11
I
and
misspoke on
12,
that.
those are like tweens right there. You know, there's like preteens.
Yeah, I definitely misled you when I said that. I wasn't not intentional.
I got to start fact checking you.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I cannot be trusted. So let's see. A little more lines in here. I have time for a bit more. Or maybe I do need a ton more. Let's do it. Let's just go for
Let's
it.
go, bro.
Let's go for it. This is one reason I got the dip pen actually was because I wanted to dive more into this style. Because that's what if you ever watch any kind of mangakas, any manga artists doing their thing, they're usually using dip pens.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just so satisfying to do a bunch of hatching with the dip pen.
Unless you're like me and your dip pen ink is like maybe too thick for the dip pen because
Mm.
it just don't be working, son.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. That was weird how much difficulty you were having with that.
And I had to show you because I didn't want you to be calling me stupid. Like, nah, you need
Right,
to see
right.
this. You need to
Yeah.
see what I'm going through over here.
Yeah. It was weird, man. I was definitely flabbergasted.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah. But although, I would never call you stupid to your face.
To my face. I heard you.
Yeah.
I
Never.
heard you. Yeah, I
Never.
heard you. I caught that.
I got that.
Yeah, I caught that. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh my god. Anyway, let me see. Armalite says, yeah, he was a tween. Um, you should have known what you meant since he's the human timer. And we
Hmm.
got we know about some websites in the chat. But Armalite says they haven't watched many. You haven't watched many animes? That's fair, man. I mean, for a long time it wasn't very cool to watch anime.
When was this?
So I don't know. I mean, I feel like when I was younger it was less cool than it is now. I feel like now it's more acceptable, more like socially acceptable. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe I'm
Nah,
misreading.
nah. I feel that because I feel like nowadays you're almost uncool if you haven't watched anime or you're not familiar. I experienced that just a few weeks ago when we started talking about this. Yo, you don't watch anime? I was like, oh my god. I
You
thought
know,
I offended you.
uh, that definitely wasn't me, but yeah, I know what
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, it's a different. I mean, things change, bro.
yeah.
You know, things do be changing out here. Just keeps on changing. That's the only thing that's constant is change.
It's change. You gotta keep on keeping on, man.
Keep on keeping on, baby. Yeah, that's why we're here. Keep on keeping on, which is exactly what Live with the Hive is gonna do. Armalite says they haven't even watched Dragon Ball, and they agree more people are accepting of anime nowadays. Yeah, Dragon
You haven't
Ball.
watched Dragon Ball? That's a little too far. I don't know if I can co-sign that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm just gonna hold my tongue.
Yeah,
I'm,
you back me
I'm
up,
just
bro.
gonna, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, that's a little out there, but it took me a while to watch Dragon Ball too, though.
Yeah.
That was one I did not watch when I was a kid, but it wasn't my fault. I wasn't allowed to watch it,
Ah, yeah.
so I was kind of stuck in one of those predicaments where what can you do? Let me see. He's got this knife right here. I'm kind of adding some details in here with the ink a little bit. I mean, this isn't really a very detailed drawing, because of the size, and that's not really the point of this. But let's see if we can get here. Armalite said, haven't watched many animes. They're more of a film guy. Ooh, okay.
Ah, me
Nice.
too.
Nice. Night
What's your
Ninja
favorite
likes it.
movie?
Oh, yeah, let us know. Favorite movie? Ooh, that's a tough question for a film guy, bro.
I know. It's so
Do you
lovely.
have a, do you have a favorite movie?
I do. I have a few. Um, Pulp Fiction, one of my all-time favorite movies. Coach Carter, one of my all-time favorite movies. Both have
Ooh,
Sam Jackson in it.
ooh, okay. I like that.
Hmm. Just to name a few.
Nice. Those are winners.
Thank you.
100%.
All of this. Maybe I should make the scar like stand out. It's not. It doesn't
Mm,
have any. Hmm. I don't know. I be trying to do something different, but sometimes you don't be talking me out of it, and I just be looking
mm.
goofy.
I don't know. I don't know what episode you're talking about, bro. I wasn't there for
Check the tapes.
that one.
Check the tapes.
uh,
Yo, I don't know if he's in here, but shout out to Photogenic. He showed us some of his work. Man, I feel like I have been talking to a whole different person this whole time. Like, I didn't know he got down like that. Not that I underestimate his talents, but I honestly,
I
I might have confused him with someone else.
yeah, I definitely was blown away.
I
Cause I've
was
only
like,
seen, I mean, I just haven't seen that much from him, but like, bam,
I was
bam.
like, bro, this what you working with? That's amazing.
Yeah,
I don't think he's in here right now, but not sure.
yeah. Shout out to Photogenic either way, though.
Shout out to Photogenic.
One of the realest OGs in the chat, in the place, bro. Doing some awesome art, keeping us inspired.
Look at that.
That's nice.
Yo, that could easily be like Ken if I were to adjust, or Ryu. Ah,
Ooh,
let me stop.
ooh,
Let me stop.
bruh.
I want to put
Oh.
some.
When are we doing the Street Fighter characters? Please.
Okay. See, I love it. So I was thinking about that. Now that you mention it, you did make me think of something. So for November, we're gonna be doing Pokemon, right? For
Yeah,
December, since it's December DC, I feel like December we could focus on some DC characters and go through. We were talking about the like Green Lantern or the Justice League and stuff like that. Maybe
yeah,
in
that'd be cool.
January we could do Street Fighters.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I'm down with that. I like the DC Ember. That's a good idea.
yeah. December.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that. I like that. Like deceased, December. All right, let me see. Night Ninja says, I like anime, but I can't stand people who make it their whole personality. It's a bit cringe. Yeah. It's, yeah, I know what you mean, man. when you get too deep, get in lost in the sauce, you can
Yeah.
kind of get a little lost. But yeah, let's see. Armela says favorite movie is complicated. I'll have to think about it. Says yours was looking good and likes my clothes details. Thank you. I appreciate that. Night Ninja says my favorite movie is the Peanuts movie, Charlie Brown.
The Peanuts
I like
movie,
it.
Charlie
I
Brown.
respect it. I respect it, bro. I can respect it. Charlie Brown, um, another iconic character in a different way from Guts, but another iconic character. I don't really like that. I should have done that, but oh well. Wish I would have done that. Charles Schultz, I believe, the artist for Peanuts, right? Charles Schultz.
I don't know. Is he?
I think so. I believe so. I believe that was his name. I originally lived in Minnesota, which has a place called the Mall of America, and it has a theme park in there, right? Like rides
Mhm.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid back in the day, it was it was um it was like Charlie Brown thing. It was, oh man, what was it? Snoopy Land, Snoopy something. I don't remember, but like the rides were Charlie Brown themed. And there were like, I think even all over Minnesota are little Snoopy statues, Snoopy art things.
Oh wow.
Kind of cool. I guess I
Are
don't know if he
you
was from Minnesota, maybe, but
are you a Snoopy fan? The
I don't have
Peanuts?
anything against him. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything against him.
Yeah, me neither. I
Yeah,
never
I
watched them though. Like those are. I'm not even gonna say anything to like get me canceled. But nah, never
yeah, I feel you. I
actually
mean, I
watch it.
definitely watched, Charlie Brown's Christmas, um, and stuff like that when I was younger. It's not like a tradition for me now or anything. It hasn't held
Yeah,
on, but it's quality.
yeah.
Great cartoonists coming up with these iconic character designs. Um, hmm. Can I just let me see if I can kind of cover this up a little bit.
It just
Don't
looks
really like
so
this one.
dark under the eyes like that.
Hmm.
And it's almost that time too, G.
It's getting pretty close.
It's getting close. You feel it? Can you feel it?
Yep.
It's like the spider senses, the spidey senses are tingling.
Yep. They tingling, bro. They tingle. And I just said Charlie Brown reminds them of his childhood self. And Armalite says, I recently rewatched The Iron Giant,
Oh,
and it
nice.
reminded me of my childhood. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Oh man, I remember The Iron Giant. Oh my god,
Uh-huh.
that's a throwback. Hitting us with the nostalgia bomb on that one. Classic. And Night Ninja, my second favorite movie might be Inside Out, the first movie. Um, Night Ninja says I haven't seen Iron Giant yet, though. Inside Out is a good movie.
If you like Inside Out, I think you'll like Iron Giant.
Probably, yeah. It's one of them classics. If you're into going back and watching old stuff, probably enjoy it.
Yeah, that's so.
One of them classics. See if
I
we
think that's
can
too
get a
big.
little.
That's why.
These shadows in here, and I'm gonna go through. Armalite says, "Why did the human timer have to check the time?"
That's what I do.
Did you even check, or did you just know? Did you just know it was about time? I
No,
don't know if
I
I
had
don't think
looked at
we.
I had looked at my notification and I
Mhm.
saw the time.
Well, we didn't actually capture that on camera,
Right.
so you could have just said, "I knew," because of my superpower.
I knew.
I knew. Felt the tingle, the D Graves tingle.
The Peter Tingle.
Yeah, come on, Peter Tingle. I was listening to a story the other day where Peter lost his spider sense. He didn't have his spider sense for a little while
Yeah,
due to some things going on. And so he was training with Shang-Chi
yeah.
and learning kung fu, and he called it spider fu.
Spider Fu.
Spider fu, pretty fun.
I don't know if I like that. As far as the shading being under the eye like that, maybe the cross hatching is good enough.
Hmm, let me see. Mm, depends on what you think. What kind of look you're going for, I guess.
I don't know what look I'm going for.
Armalite says, recently the best movie I've seen is probably the recent Spider-Verse movie. Oh yeah, man. That stuff is that's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. I cannot wait to see the next one. Cannot wait. Okay, do I want to try and put some speed lines outside the sword? I'm probably not gonna be able to paint this Armalite. I do want to, at least not right now, just because of time. But I might throw some paint on this later. Upload it as a short or something. Armalite says the art is really nice and the storyline is also done so well. They really care about their movies. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's. Is there anything wrong with the Spider Verse movies? Like, are there any flaws?
No, bro.
I haven't found them.
The only flaw is they didn't win last year, right?
Right, for real. That was.
Who did they lose to?
Oh my god. Wasn't it the Studio Ghibli movie?
I'm not sure.
I think.
Maybe.
I think. What's it called? Armalite knows. They'll tell us. But yeah, it was. It was. It had to have been rigged. Come on, that had to be
Everyone
rigged,
had been on Spider Verse for the past few years.
dude. Like,
Since 2018, I feel like we've been on it, right?
yeah,
Isn't that when the first one came out?
I think so. And yeah, I've been waiting. I mean, ever since the first one came out, it's like that's it. That's all I want. Is all I want is more Spider Verse. Like, but no, we're gonna give it to whatever movie. Oh, man, what I know what it was too. I'm totally blanking though.
I like this. I think that this is looking good.
I think so too, bro. Night Ninja says that they think the most recent movie they watched is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side of Dimensions movie in 2023. So they aren't caught up on anything after that. And
Mm,
Armalite says they scrapped the newer one now, so the release date's 2026. Yeah, I saw that, man. It's too bad. But if it's like a quality thing, like, I would rather wait for good quality than, you know, have something rushed and it turns up looking like freaking Blue Lock season 2 or something. You guys see any of the freaking Blue Lock season 2 stuff?
Nah.
It's well, the first time I actually haven't watched the show. This is just like what I've seen, happen in the community, right, or whatever. But the first season, had cool animation and stuff. It was a pretty cool show, and so everyone was excited for the second season, and it came out, and it's just like a slideshow, basically, is what people were saying. Like it's just not very good, horrible, like awful, you
Mm,
know.
yeah.
And so it was taking a lot of flack and stuff, and then I saw that um, what happened was the studio or whatever had made one person do do whole episodes on their own and
Oh
work a
wow.
ton of overtime and like just insane, you know, definitely not good
For real?
stuff. So it's like, yeah, like a ton of overtime, without really getting paid, and like they're doing whole episodes on their own, like one freaking person trying to make this show or whatever. So, um, yeah, pretty unfortunate because I know that show had a lot of fans in the first season. Armalite says the only flaw is the movies are too short. The reason why it
Ah,
felt like it was getting started when it ended. Yeah, on the recent one, bro, I was confused, because I was like, man, I feel like we've been watching this movie for a while, like time wise, but
mhm.
we're not nearing the conclusion here. I was like, what's
Right.
going on?
Right.
And then, what happened, and I was just like, man, come
Night Ninja said Blue Lock season 2 has trash animation. Even 1960s movies were better animation.
on.
Dang.
I think it's pretty
Dang.
bad from what I've seen. Yeah, really
Yeah.
bad.
Oh man.
Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah. Oh, it
So
says the
bro,
boy and the herring one. Yeah, boy and the herring. That's right.
what
That's
do you think about this? How do you think it came out pretty good? So we got this one which is a dead on shot. I like it. I think it's got a lot of fierce and attitude in it. And then
hmm
the second one is a profile and a 3/4. Yeah, that's a good 3/4. Remember
Yeah,
I
bro.
used to struggle at 3/4, so I try to do a 3/4 every time.
Nice.
At least one,
I like that. Yeah, I like that. Those do look really good. Beautiful stuff.
for simple sketches.
Simple.
And then look at you over here doing manga quality. Gosh.
Trying to figure it out. Trying to figure it out, bro. Trying to figure it out. Armalite asks how you would shade the hair.
So there's the highlight. So if the light is on the top, I probably have to do, which I was trying to do, and I was struggling with it. Not even gonna lie. So I
hmm
decided not to. But
hmm
if there is the light here, I would feel like the highlight is gonna be here, and then it's gonna create a dark on the back part, right? Because the light's going to be hidden here, and then it's going to be highlight here. But on the front, it's probably going to be black. So I could probably
hmm
shade it in like this, because his hair is black.
Yeah. Yeah, and they usually have some kind of highlights to show like the spikes,
Yeah,
or like or whatever, the
yeah,
shading in there.
and
He's
that's
got the
and
little
and that's what I was struggling with because he's got spiky hair, and I was like, I don't want to. Right now, he's got spiky fro. He's got a spiky fro.
Yeah. Yeah, low key he kind of does, but hey, I mess with it, dude.
Right?
I mess with it. That's nice. Dang, dang, bro. What a freaking beautiful job. Mm,
I'm gonna have to come back to that because I do want to do it, and I feel like I might need to fix this too. The
mm,
little shape right here, it's a little flat.
mm.
But overall, in your opinion, does that look like him even better than the first time I drew him?
Yeah, I think
You
so.
took
I
too
mean, I
long
think
to
the first
answer.
time, well, because I think the first time looked like him also, you know.
Yeah.
So
His
I
hair
don't think
didn't. I
that.
think his hair was too long. Like it wasn't short like this. I had it
Mm,
more straight. You know what I mean? If I could go
mm,
back and rechange that, that would have been what I would fix. So I decided that I would focus on that shape a lot better this time.
I feel you.
Yeah.
You definitely nailed it, bro.
Thank you.
Definitely nailed it. I think at least I'm very satisfied, and I'm glad that I showed up today.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
bro.
let's see.
It's always great to have you.
Thanks. Thanks. I'm glad to be here. I
Armalite says when I finish it, I should post it. Yeah, I'll definitely will. I'll be
yeah,
sending it.
yeah, definitely. Definitely. I might throw some paint on this later. We'll
Night
see.
Ninja Art says, from what I've heard about shading hair, is to locate the light source, then apply the highlights. I could be wrong though. Now you're right. That's pretty much how it goes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's the long and the short of it.
So I mean, I can really just paint it black and then go in with white and just pull out highlights. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Triangle
yeah, true.
shapes to make it look spiky, and that'll probably be my approach anyway.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea. That would work really well.
What I do,
I like that. I don't think I'm gonna do these.
since we have a few more minutes, I think I'm gonna do something like this.
Don't like these. I'm gonna go through and erase some of these pencils here and see what we got left over with the inkies. Get some eraser shavings all over my desk real quick. That's a lot, actually. Let's see what we got. Let's see what. Ah! Just flung my eraser off the desk. Oh my gosh, I'm making a
That's
mess.
so Grant. That's so G for you.
Flung it all over, bro. A little bit of a mess, but you know. Armalite says, G really did draw some manga quality stuff. Ninja says, almost looks like the real thing. Thanks, man. I really appreciate
That's what
that.
I was saying.
You guys are
I
very nice. I really appreciate it. I yeah, I mean I like things about it. Cause I think I'm happy with it for today, you know.
yeah.
I do it's definitely something that, like I said, something I want to incorporate more into my style is this type of is more inking, I guess really is what it comes down to. Um been doing so much with the painting that just haven't done a ton with the inks, especially not a ton of hatching. But uh Armalite says it looks really good, it's just a bit empty because this kind of anime has a lot of background detail. Yeah, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the background on this. Maybe I could draw like a bunch of little demons jumping at him. Maybe. They're like jumping at him, trying to get him. Well, I don't know what that is. That's not... Night just says, I like to use a rubber erasers, but what erasers do you guys like to use? I like these crumbly ones, kind that leave the mess all over. Um, and then I use these. I like these little clicker ones. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh! Listen to that. Oh my god! Oh, come on! I don't even care how good it erases. I just want that.
I just want the sound.
But no, these are good for doing little details and stuff. I have an electric eraser that I used to use a lot, which is basically just these, and they spin really fast to erase. I used that a lot more when I did. I used to work in really just pencil. I would just do pencil art, and I used that a lot more back then. But now I'm mostly just using. It just says, "Don't get me started on how detailed the Berserk manga is." And Armalite says, "That's what drew them to watching it is the art." Yeah, it's so good, bro. So good. Ah, what some little freaky demons look like? Let's see. They could be like reaching for him, maybe. Some weird tentacles or something. Or maybe it's just one big. Oh, let's do little.
I just needed something to make them pop in the background.
That looks so sweet, bro. Oh my god.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate it.
So cool. Some kind of weird tentacle arms. Spiky things. And maybe wings. Some kind of wing, and then like something. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool though. I want to do an 11 by 17
Oh
guts
yeah?
piece. Yeah, I was actually gonna do that today. I was planning on getting one started for the show, but I wasn't able to.
was that was that going to be for the Ginyu Force or what?
Well, I was gonna do the Ginyu Force, yeah, but then even when we decided on guts, I was still gonna do. I even got a blank piece of paper out, but then I had to deal with the baby and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that.
Um, Armalite says draw a big skeleton thing with a sword behind him to fill the background easier. Ooh, that's a good idea. But he looks like he's about to swing in front of him. So I feel like maybe he should be attacked from all angles. Maybe I could just have some small things in front. Maybe they're distracting him. And then behind him is the big old bone sword. Skeleton sword. Night Ninja says they can't watch the stream unless it's at low quality because of their Wi-Fi. That's unfortunate.
Ah, that sucks.
And we got Benito. Hey, let's go. Good to see y'all back at it. Good to see you, Benito. What is up? Thanks for stopping through. Get
Thank you,
some
bro. Thank you for
guts
the review.
action today. Sneaking up behind him. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh my god. Thank you. You blessed me today with this idea. Now, how do you draw a skeleton?
Um,
That's a great idea. How do you draw a skeleton?
I want to see how you draw a skeleton.
Well, I've only got a couple minutes, but I'll get one roughed in here.
There we go. I'm gonna do something with that hair.
Do it. Close. And we got Agiat Balak. Damn, that's a nice guts pick. Thank you to whoever you liked. Nightingale just says they haven't seen Benito before. Benito's been here before. I guess not at the same time as you, though. But yeah. Armalite says they're good at drawing skeletons because it's one of the things they would do often. I can send us a picture on Instagram or something of a drawing from 7th grade boarding class that came out good. Yeah,
yeah.
send it
Do that.
over. Your username is the same on Instagram, right?
Yeah, dgraves_art.
I think mine is. Mine might
The
just be
real
real
chin
chin
strap.
strap.
Yeah.
It's either the real or real chin strap. I think it's just real chin strap. I need to post on Instagram, bro.
I realized that you don't
Yeah,
really use it that much anymore, huh?
I haven't, and part of that is something that we had talked about, or at least I had mentioned before. Someone had brought up, um, how they can sometimes feel insecure when they're looking at other artists, when they're looking
Yeah.
at whatever,
Yeah.
and Instagram was doing that to me.
Was
Was
it?
really just, yeah, man. It got like it was just unpleasant every time I would open it.
Yeah.
'Cause I see awesome art, and then it would just be, it's a lot of stuff that's similar to what I do,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and then you see the best of the best, right? Like the people you follow are obviously the
Yeah.
best, and so you wind up comparing yourself to them, and you're like, man, I don't even know how they did that, or whatever, and it just was kind of become a negative thing for me.
Yeah.
Um, so I just haven't been on the app very much, and so I haven't been posting, but I need to. Benito says, yeah, it's like my second or third stream. Pretty new here, but yeah, it's
Yeah, keep
definitely
coming back,
second or
man.
third.
We
Second or third.
love the effort. Keep coming back. It's dope.
Thank you.
Dope to have you.
We love to see it. And Nightingale just says they can send us some stuff too through Instagram, but don't mind their old stuff. Don't mind old stuff that they're too lazy to post or whatever. Oh, don't mind my old stuff. I'm too lazy to post. I got you. Yeah, send it up, bro. We'd love to see it, man. We love to, like, for real. We we love that stuff. Like, let's just say that for show.
What if
Love
I
to see it.
should I do another? Does that
Should
make it look
you?
better?
Mm, yeah,
I think it does.
I think it does as well.
I think it does.
God, bro.
Maybe let me do it smaller though. Just like a little smaller.
Stop being so good, man. Come on.
Ah, stop
Give me a chance. Give me a
it.
chance.
You gonna stop streaming with me like Instagram?
Yeah, I'm out, bro. I'm starting to feel the comparison and the the insecurities are rolling in.
Oh my god, why I keep like butchering this? Little half circle, come on. Damn you.
So if I have, let
Boom.
me see, rib cage,
I'm gonna have to just let that be it.
rib cage. Could he be? Maybe he's holding it above his head, so the clavicle has to go up. Oh my goodness, clavicle is connected to the
Chin bone.
thing, chin bone. This is connected to that. No, I don't want it up there. Oh my goodness. Night Ninja says they gotta take off. It's almost 10:30 p.m. It's right on time, man. It's about the time for us. Also, it's right about that time. My kids are about to be out of school. I go pick their little butts up and start dealing with them now the rest of the day.
Exactly, bro.
Which is fine, but
Exactly. I think if
But
I'm
I
gonna get
love this freaking skeleton idea, man. Thank you for that. I want to. could have maybe like what about a curved sword? We're using a curved sword. I don't know. I have to work that out. I have not drawn a lot of skeletons, to be honest.
No.
No. But this is a good time to learn. This is an opportunity for me to fix that. Big old skeleton. Benito says, "Kids, am I right?"
Kids, am I right?
Don't even get
Yeah.
me started. You are right. You are definitely right on that
Don't get G on a rant.
one. Oh, yeah, it's all right. They're great. Truly, truly blessed.
Yeah.
Truly
All
blessed over
right, you
there.
guys. Thank everybody for stopping by. I know, G, you're ready to wrap up. Got to get the kids and all of that. But today we did guts and we started off with some gesture drawings. So hopefully you all like it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely check us back. We'll be back on Wednesday morning, and we'll be doing another episode. Not sure who we'll do. Maybe we'll go back to DBZ, or
Mhm.
we'll just do something like whatever. What do you think?
I don't know. I got this Ginyu Force that I started, but I'm really up for anything, to be
I'm
honest.
down with that too. I'm down with that.
Doing it as long as I'm doing it with my bro.
That's right.
You know what
That's what I love to
I'm
hear.
saying? Let him know. But yep, shout outs to everybody. We appreciate you. We love you all. Anybody on my channel, check the description. I got the link to D Graves right there. And we'll be back on Wednesday. See you next stream, Armorlight. Have a good rest of your day as well.
All right. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.
Later.